guys, it's me Kate again. This video will be my January wrap-up. In January I read 10 books. First book I read was Život, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. It's about a guy who was his whole life locked in a castle, and now after years and years of that, they actually freed him. And they say that his whole life was actually a dream, and then he's a prince. And after he was terrible to the people, they moved him again into the tower and told him that this in a castle was a dream. And the story goes from like that. The second book I read was Suze, sina, razmetnoga, which I didn't read. It's about a guy who basically lost his everything he got from his father, and now he's like grieving and weeping about it, and it's strange. The third book I read was actually Coroline. It's about a girl named Coroline, which actually just recently moved with her family into the new apartment. And in one of the spare rooms, there is a door which basically don't lead anywhere because there's a brick wall behind them, because the house they moved into was turned into a bunch of flats, and therefore was divided into flats, and just behind that door there is a wall. And basically one day when she opens the door, she actually gets into another dimension, which is where she finds another mother and another father with buttons for their eyes. It's by Neil Gaiman. I'll just show you the illustrations real quick. And this is like the front cover. I don't like it because it's in the shades of purple. I don't like purple very much, but this is like the title page inside the book. Like this is there is illustration in front of every chapter, and this edition is illustrated by Chris Riddle. This is like another illustrations. Then it's these two ladies who live the floor beneath her, and the floor above her lives this old guy. This is a picture of other mother. These are that two ladies from that other dimension. And also cat can talk, which was really strange. This illustration of other mother and other father. There is another illustration. Then this weird thing, I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. Neither, I don't even what half of these illustrations need to present. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, if I haven't said already. Again, illustration of other mother. A cat again. Other mother again. These are the children. If you read the book, you'll know which children. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are some children. This is the hand of either mother and a kid. And that's it. Now for this bit, I won't go in chronological order because it would be all over the place, and I don't want to open my Goodreads. So I read also Škrtac by Molière. The original title is Lavare, or however you say it in French. I don't know French, so. This is about a guy who would do anything to. This is a classic about a guy who will do anything to protect his money, even if it means promising his daughter to a guy who is 50 or 60 years old. So, yeah, really interesting book. Apparently it takes place a course of a day. So, and the next thing I read was Gostijoničarka Mirandolina by Carlo Goldoni. It's about this woman, Mirandolina, who owns the tavern, and everybody is in love with her. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars, and this I gave 5 out of 5 stars. This is just the weird thing. I never read classics, even if I enjoy them with more than 3 stars, just because that's like the lower end, and none of the classics can be over 3 stars. These are the exceptions. So there's 2 of them. Now I'm moving to Chronicles of Narnia. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I read Magician's Nephew, Horse and the Lion, the Witch and The Wordrobe, The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian, and The Voyage of Dawn Trader. Like, I show you the title pages. I like this illustration of the lion. Let's start with Magician's Nephew. Magician is the one of the. This was somewhat one of the characters in Chronicles of Narnia, and this is about his nephew and his neighbor. And basically, this was a prequel to to Chronicles of Narnia, and these are in this edition. They are in chronological order of how they when they are set. So not in the order that they were published in, but in which they are set. So the Magician's Nephew is the first one. It's about the Magician's Nephew and how he travels in the Narnia and his adventures. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I'll just show you. Like, this is a good, cute illustration of a girl. Like, there are some stuff here, and there, like the woods and the Magician's Nephew, I think. Then the statues in the hall. What else do we have? There are things. Then the White Witch with them. The White Witch and Magician. Police and like guy who. I'll say which illustrations do I like. So this is cute illustration with the horse. Actually, it's more like a story of how the White Witch came to Narnia. And these are all the animals in Narnia. This is the lion, whose name is Aswan. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's something like that. There are another animals, like tree and magician on the floor. I haven't even noticed him. This is a cute illustration of a horse. This is how the horse and some mountains. Then this. Was this book really that long? I haven't noticed. Then the magician's nephew and his mother, who was sick. Apparently this is the end of the story. Okay. Now we move to The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. These are Edmund and Lucy. This is a story about Edmund, Lucy, and how their brother and sister are called. Susan and Paul. Is the brother Paul? I think that brother Peter. This is the voyage of they come through. And basically the story is about their first adventure in Narnia. They had 3, at least Lucy and Edmund did. I'm not sure for Peter and Susan. This is Edmund going through the closet. Actually, Lucy was the first one to. No, yeah, Lucy's the first to come through the closet. Then Edmund, then Peter, and Susan. Susan was 1 time in Narnia, Peter 2 times, and Lucy and Edmund 3 times. This is the White Witch again. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This is about the first adventure in Narnia. I should probably rewatch the movies. This is The Magician, I think. I watched only one, but years and years ago. I don't remember which one even. Is it this Mr. Beaver? No, this is a bird. I thought that was Mr. Beaver. And these are the kids and Mr. Beaver. There's kids and the Mr. and Mrs. Beaver and something. Basically, White Witch made it be the always winter in Narnia, so that's why there's snow. I don't know what this illustration is supposed to look like. Apparently, these are illustrations of the original artist, and this edition is all older than I am. Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. Apparently, the first time it was published was in 2001. I was born in 2004. This is White Witch, Edmund and the Dwarf. The lion, the kids, and no, these are the animals and some other people, not the kids. So the Lion and the White Witch. Apparently these were long books. I don't remember them being this long. This illustration of Lucy and Susan. This is like another illustration. This video will be 20 minutes long. Guess another one, and you get the point. Then I read The Horse and His Boy, which is about a boy and a horse who travel from the human realm to Narnia. Then I read Prince Caspian, which is the second venture of Lucy, Susan, Paul, Peter, and Edmund. Why I think that his name is Paul for some reason. In Narnia and Prince Caspian. The last thing, this was actually the Voyage of the Dawn Trader, which all of the Chronicles of Narnia books I gave 5 out of 5 stars. The Voyage of the Dawn Trader was actually the last book I finished in January, yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. Yesterday I started The Silver Chair, but there was no way I'm going to finish it in basically 2 days, so because I still have to go to school. So you'll see it probably in my next CPR. This is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.